Welcome, friends, to Podcast with Jen. My name's Jen Stebbing, and I'll be your host, diving headfirst into the world of podcasting, content creation, and the wild ride of freelancing. Together, we'll unpack the magic behind creating awesome content, nailing digital marketing, and living that freelance life. You can think of this podcast as our cozy hangout spot. Whether you're a pro creator or just dipping in your toes, I've got you covered. Every week, we'll dish out real talk chats, expert insights, and super practical tips to level up your game and be a boss in the digital space. From tips to make your podcast pop, to content creation hacks that will make your creative heart sing, we're diving deep into it all. Oh, and believe me, I'll be spilling the tea on my own wins and fails along the way. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's explore the exciting world of podcasting and content creation every Monday on Podcast with Jen. Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Podcast with Jen. My name's Jen, I'm your host, and I'm so glad you've joined us again this week for another episode. I'm so excited about our episode today, being that it's the beginning of the year. Everything feels like fresh and hopeful and exciting. And I know that we're all kind of in this mode where we want to set our goals and meet them and we're like motivated. We want to start working hard. But motivation without a plan is just wasted energy. So today we're going to talk about trends in 2024 in the world of podcasting. Podcasting and content creation, the world is ever evolving. Trends aren't just passing fads. They're the heartbeat of growth and visibility in this dynamic realm. As podcasters, embracing and implementing these trends isn't just a choice, it's going to be your ticket to expanding your audience, deepening your connections, and elevating your content game. So today we're going to be talking about some of the trends that are shaping up to be huge in podcasting in 2024. We're going to be talking about interactive experiences, monetization strategies, and a big topic that is on everyone's mind, I think in almost every industry right now, is how AI is going to play into how we listen to and create podcasts. I think that it's so important for us as content creators to be aware of and on top of what's happening and what's to come in our industries and in the content we create. I think if you listen to some of these things and your interest is piqued, try to implement it, see how it can work for your content. See if there's anything there that will help you, because you never know what will land with your audience and you never know what will be the magic potion that will help you grow. So first up, I want to talk about live podcasting. I know we're seeing it more and more. Live streaming is bursting in this economy. Everybody is out there doing some live streaming or live performance even. Doing live podcasting is just getting more and more popular. Especially, I think, post-pandemic, people are looking for more connection in real time. Live streaming has definitely opened a door to that for everyone to safely gather in different environments. Live podcasting is great because it allows you to engage with your audience in real time, whether it's streamed live and then later uploaded and polished or edited. It's really gaining popularity, and audiences are really seeking more unfiltered content. I think that as Gen Zs are moving into the cultural lead, I guess, millennials are moving out, where now the old people, they really are looking for like the anti-Instagram feed of the millennials. They want things to look real and raw. They're okay with some roughness and they just want it to be authentic rather than staged and sterile. And live podcasting is also a great segue into my next trend that is growing in podcasting, which is interactive content. So that's like the gamification of storytelling, a choose your own adventure style, or more of an improvised storytelling. The addition of like quizzes and puzzles and different ways to engage your audience and also create excitement around your brand. This trend seems really fun to me. And like I said, it kind of connects with live podcasting as well, because then you have that instant like, oh, okay, well, this is what's going to happen next. Or next week, we'll do this suggestion or whatever. It helps your audience feel super involved in what you're creating. Another big trend, I think, which has just been a constant growing trend on the internet is edutainment. In 2024, educational content will be center stage. But this isn't our parents' educational content. Audiences are wanting to learn, but also have fun. Think like Bill Nye the Science Guy for the modern age. Audiences want some laughs. They want something to hold their attention so that they can absorb that information. Maybe that has something to do with our attention spans now. I don't know, that's just the way things are going. So if you have a podcast that is on the heavy information side, think about adding some brevity in there and maybe some fun songs or jokes along the way so that people will really latch on to that information. I think in 2024, we'll definitely see increases in how people are monetizing their work. Podcast monetization strategies are evolving faster than ever. We've got a ton of sponsored content and ad reads. In a previous episode, I mentioned that around 70% of listeners polled say they have visited an advertiser's website after hearing a live ad read in a podcast. And 62% said they have purchased, they've completed a sale. So those are really great numbers. And I think that's only going to grow as 2024 moves on. You're also going to see a rise in subscription content. We already see that lots of different social medias have a paid tier that you can access people's content. Patreon is a great example of that. It helps you create a really, really intimate community while also being able to monetize your work and get paid for what you're doing. Also, we're seeing creators diversify their income streams. We've got merch and courses and products and services, a ton of different things and different ways that you can make money from your content. And I know sometimes monetization can feel kind of like a dirty word, but you do deserve to earn money from your work. If you're providing value to your listeners in a really, really strong way, don't be afraid to start monetizing in some way. If you have a really engaged audience, Patreon may be the thing for you. It doesn't hurt to take a look around and see what's available for you and see different ways that you could be compensated. And finally, the big one, I know it's probably on everyone's minds, content creators, like in every industry. How is AI going to change the landscape for content creation and podcasting? AI is becoming instrumental in various aspects of podcasting and content creation. Pre-production, production, post-production, the whole gamut. Personally, I feel like there could be a place for AI in content creation. I feel that it can be used for some things, but maybe if it goes overboard, I feel like you kind of lose your voice and your authenticity. I know many people are using it for pre-production purposes, like helping with outlines and planning, and then post-production for creating transcriptions or helping with editing, also narration even. People are creating AI narrated podcasts. Sometimes I feel like it goes too far, but it's not my place to judge. And there we have it. Those are just a handful of the 2024 podcasting and content creation trends. Live podcasting, interactive content, edutainment, monetizing strategies, and AI are all going to play a huge part in content creation this year. And I'm so excited to see where it's headed. Thank you, friends, for joining me today. I hope that there was a little nugget of information that will help you along this year in your content journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode and let me know if there's any of the trends that you'll be trying to implement this year. Are you going to be utilizing AI for anything? Are you going to be adding some gamification into your content? I really like that idea of having a little more interaction from your audience. Definitely a great way to engage. I hope you'll join us next week. We're going to be talking about mastering guest etiquette. As a podcast editor, I can't tell you how many podcasts that I have edited where the host sounds amazing, but their guest is almost unlistenable. And what a terrible way to show up to tell your audience and the host's audience all about you and what you offer, and then you sound like you're underwater in the back of a car. So I hope you'll join us next week for that, full of information that will help you sound the greatest you can on someone else's podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.